Hi, I'm Don Carr, and this is the Mesa Boogie Rectifier Badlander 25. The Badlanders are part of Mesa Boogie's long lineage of rectifier amps, which are versatile high-gain monsters. The Badlanders take the format to a new level by adding even more versatility and simultaneously making it simpler to use. The preamp and power sections have been designed to offer more available gain, keep the low end tight, the top end sweet, and put the mids as far forward or as far back as you like. The Badlander 25 is the 25-watt version that features a pair of EL84 power tubes. It's available as either a head or combo. I'm playing the 112 combo that has a Celestion Creamback 65 speaker. The key to Badlander's simplicity and versatility is 3-mode channel cloning. So there are 3 distinct modes per channel, and the 2 channels are exactly the same. The 3 modes are clean, crunch, and crush. The modes step up in gain, but all of them have a wide range, and they each have a unique voice. Clean has the widest range, starting at pristine clean at lower gain settings, through edge of breakup to cranked vintage amp. Crunch starts at classic rock chunk and gets blistering at higher settings, and crush ranges from tight percussive rhythms to giant liquid leads. The EQ complement of bass, mids, treble, and presence are simple and intuitive to use, but very powerful in carving out the right tone in each mode. Dial in any one of those sounds to either channel, then pick your favorite for the other channel. The Badlander 25 comes with a 1-button foot switch for channel changing. Let's hear each mode. I'll dial around on each one so you can get a feel for the range and the differences. And here's crunch mode. And finally, crush. Both channels have their own master volume control, so you can dial in the right output level for each sound. Now, one final front panel option is the Pinto Triode switch, which allows you to choose between 25 or 10 watts. There's a volume change between the two settings, but the big difference in the two modes is the headroom, which changes the overall feel and response to the power section. In Pinto, you get the full 25 watts, so it's loudest overall and has the most headroom for clean sounds. If you're looking for sounds with tight, accurate low end, punchy mids, and forward-sounding authority, clean or distorted, that happens in the 25 watt setting. The 10 watt setting reconfigures the power tube wiring to triode, which is associated with more vintage amp sounds. There's a smoother transition to breakup, and the power section clips easier. The 10 watt setting is best for like edge of breakup and lower gain sounds. It has a slightly warmer sound and softer response that's looser at higher gain settings. Just think of it as another subtle tone option. I'll dial in a clip sound and switch between 25 and 10 watts. Next is Mesa Boogie's tube-driven buffered series effects loop that maximizes the clarity and signal-to-noise ratio for your amp and time-based effects. That's plug-and-play simple, works pretty much flawlessly. I've been a huge fan of Mesa Boogie effects loops, going all the way back to my 1984 Mark II C+. I've got a Wampler Metaverse plugged into the effects loop. Let's give that a listen. One of the most extensive features on the Badlander 25 is the CabClone IR direct interface. It allows you to connect your amp to a console or interface and get great sounds without having to mic the speaker. In fact, you can use the CabClone with the amp speaker or with no speaker at all for silent recording. The CabClone has a built-in reactive load that mimics the impedance load that a speaker puts on the power amp and even responds like a speaker. That's the reactive part, so you get the same performance from your amp. The CabClone has 8 speaker IRs loaded, and you can assign different speaker IRs to each of the amp's 2 channels. You can also load any IRs you prefer into the 8 positions via the USB port. So let's listen to a couple of the IRs that come standard with the amp. There's an XLR balanced out with a ground lift and a headphone jack, so connecting to the CabClone IR is easy. It's always great to have another perspective, another set of hands and ears, especially with something this versatile, and for that, I'd like to hand it over to my friend Nick Bocott.
Thanks, Don. Now, as the one and only Mr. Carr has already clearly vocalized and demonstrated, this little powerhouse is not only extremely versatile, but also packs an impressive sonic punch. Over the years, I've played more than a few 25-watt amps that sounded great and felt great, but just didn't have enough oomph to truly cut in a band situation on stage, especially when the drummer was a heavy hitter. The Badlander, you'll be pleased to hear, has no such problems. In fact, most soundmen will probably tell you to turn the sucker down if you crank it all the way up. So, don't let its diminutive size fool you. The Badlander truly delivers the goods. The fact that the amp's two foot-switchable 3-mode channels are identical is also a great thing for obvious reasons. I say this because it allows you to make your two sounds completely different, or, if it suits your purpose better, near enough identical but with maybe a hair more gain and also a little bit more volume in one of them too, so you can boost up for leads. As you've just heard, Don demonstrate so very well, the Badlander can produce a plethora of pleasing clean sounds, in addition to crunch and crush sounds that go from mild to red hot, and also all points in between. And as you've also heard, in keeping with its modern rectifier promise, the Badlander can also deliver chunky metal rhythm and lead tones from old school to new school. Here's a few more examples of the heavy aspects of this fine amp, played with a total lack of finesse. Yes sir, those 5 12AX7 preamp tubes, that pair of EL84s and the Celestion creamback speaker, coupled of course with Mesa's world-renowned amp building expertise, definitely deliver the goods in spades. The fact that I can feed a quality DI IR tone to the soundman at a gig or straight to my audio interface when recording is a truly wonderful thing. And the fact I can do it with the Badlander speaker detached is perfect for those pesky silent stages, or also home recording late at night too. That said, I'm out. Back to my pal, Don Carl.
Thanks, Nick. And thanks to you for checking out the Mesa Boogie Badlander 25 combo with us. If you have any questions about this or any other Mesa Boogie product, make sure to contact your Sweetwater sales engineer or check out sweetwater.com. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click here for more videos like this, or start at sweetwater.com for all your music instrument and pro audio needs.